Okay, I'm going to do a short video talking a little bit more about the 73 Honda CB750K. How I came about this bike is I saw an ad in Craigslist in December of 2022 with a couple of poorly taken pictures and very little information. This gal, Audrey, she inherited the motorcycle from her uncle who had died 6 years previous. She had it hauled down to southern Arizona from California, where she lives, and it sat under a carport on a dirt floor for about a little over 6 years. When she posted it on Craigslist, I saw it, I was interested, but there were some questions about the title and who actually owned it, because I think it was left to the family, not necessarily to her. And of course the title wasn't signed off. So anyway, she went back to California, she got it figured out. About a year later, she contacts me, says it's available again, and I went ahead and purchased it, brought it home. I did a full, thorough cleaning of the motorcycle. Once I got it, you can see the pictures that are on in the Bring a Trailer pictures. I used simple green with a brush and a hose. After I did that, pulled the carbs, I rebuilt the carbs completely with all new gaskets, all new O-rings. I reused all the jets because they're typically better than what you get in a kit. Replaced the coils, not because they didn't work, because they're in really good shape. I never started it with the old coils, but the wires were very, very hard, so I figured it was time to replace those. But I was able to buy brand new spark plug caps from Honda and up in Washington, and so it does have genuine Honda caps on it. And I also took the little numbers off the original wire, so you know which plug wire goes to what cylinder. I put Marble Mystery Oil in each cylinder and let it set for a couple of days to let it soak in, because I didn't want to crank it over with no lubrication on the cylinders. It cranked over just fine. Once I got a battery in it, I did a compression test, initial compression test. I had 150 PSI in cylinders 1, 2, and 3, and 147 in cylinders 4, and that's without even having started it. So that was good. After about the first 40 miles of riding it, there were 2 oil leaks detected. One of them was under the transmission cover, and it ended up being the shift shaft seal, which is kind of a typical leak. It left about 2 tablespoons of oil down there. So I replaced the seal and the cover gasket, and about, I don't know, maybe a couple, 3-4 days later, I had another leak back here. I thought it was the countershaft sprocket seal, but it turned out to be the oil, the automatic chain oiler. That little screw had backed off and it was letting too much oil in, so I ran it all the way in, and now there's no leaks. So I put about 50 miles, 60 miles on the bike since I got it, making sure that everything functions right, it works, everything functions the way it's supposed to. The bike isn't perfect, obviously. If you go through my walk around video, there's some where the paint isn't perfect because it's been worn off on the swing arm here, but there's been no touch up on the engine or the frame of any paint. So what you see is what you get. It's an incredibly original bike. The controls are still original, the mirrors, the levers and everything. So it's nice, and it runs nice, as you can see in the videos. My recommendation is you get a bike like this, you either be a mechanic, learn how to work on your own bikes, or know someone that's a good mechanic. Not your possibly knucklehead brother-in-law who tells you he can work on it and he makes it worse. You don't want that. And also, when you buy it and you ride it, don't park it for 2 months and let it sit and expect it to start right back up. Unless you're using ethanol-free fuel, which I can get out here in Arizona. It's the Shell Nitro Plus V-Power is ethanol free here, but it's not ethanol free in California, so you got to just check around. But that's the best thing you can possibly run. But run it, ride it, and enjoy it. I've already got my CB750 over there that I pulled out of a shed with 2,100 original miles on it about a year and a half ago, and it's a great bike, and that's the one that I ride. I think having 2 of these is going to be a little bit more than I want to take care of. And I never bought this with the intention of replacing that bike, actually. But when it came up, I had to have it. I think I rescued it, and now it's going to be time for someone else to have it. So good luck bidding. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments on the Bring a Trailer, and yeah, enjoy it. Thank you.